Isn't that beautiful? And we got some more buds over here. I don't know if they'll be the same color. Got one back there. Clematis. There's a bud out there. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful color. The buttercups. Primrose. Isn't that beautiful on the side of the road? Y'all, there's so many pretty things outside to look at. People would just stop and take time. We're just out for a little walk. Beautiful. The roses are starting to recover from the rain. They are loaded with buds. Y'all see all those buds? We should get some weeks of blooms out of these. Isn't that beautiful? They're all pink. None of them are red. These were cuttings that were given to me. And they're all pink. There's some red ones like this knockout roses at my friend's house. I'm gonna get some red cuttings and see if I can get me a few more to plant in this empty spot. Get Brindley laying in the cool grass. Well, that didn't last long. I think my swamp plant's gonna bloom this year. It's a giant coneflower. The ones here at the restaurants local in town get about 5 foot tall or so. So I do believe that it will bloom this year. I'm so excited about that. That's my third try to get them to live. The first time I had a big dog. Some of y'all will remember that big gold dog that my friend took because I couldn't handle it because of my shoulders. Well, he's still doing fine, but he dug my first one up. The second one I planted right here and it didn't come back. So I got the third one. So this is the third one. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get some seeds and we can get some more growing down by the creek. Got our red cannas or red flags. There's my little cedar tree, one of my little cedar trees I planted. I planted some more way down on the other end of the creek, on the other end of the land. This is a mulberry tree that has come up on its own. There is mulberries across the road, and this one seeded here, so I'm gonna leave it. This pin oak's here, and I planted this sugar maple. So I'm gonna leave them and see what'll grow right there. The county come in when they redid this bridge and they took all the trees out of here to do work over there. So I'm gonna leave these trees. And I planted this crepe myrtle. Was at the beginning of last spring, and look how big it is. That's that lilac. And this is my apple tree. And that's a plum tree. I got 2 of those I rooted from seeds that I got from my daughter-in-law. That's a rose of Sharon. This next year, I'm gonna cut the top out of that where it'll branch out. It's just growing straight up. I'm gonna cut the top out where it'll bush out more. This is my little cutting of my weeping willow that I planted over here. It was tiny, tiny little bitty thing when I planted it here. So I bet this year we get some good growth out of that. The one at my old house is probably 40 foot tall. I saw it the other day. Look at that Margarita hosta, isn't that beautiful? Another view of that flower bed. All those hydrangeas on this end, y'all, and they're budding out. This is the other sugar maple, and I have one more over there in the yard. I planted 3 of them, and I have another baby that I'm going to plant. I have it in a container. There's a dogwood bush that I planted last year, and it's living. And then that's my onions going to seed. Y'all, I planted those onions from seeds. And they actually come up. I've never planted them from seeds before. So there's my dogwood bush, one of them. The dogs are exploring. And the amaryllis are about to bloom over here. Those were my dad's amaryllis. Here's the other plum tree right here. But here's the amaryllis on this side blooming. Those were my dad's. He gave me the first bulbs, and I think before I said 1975, it was probably 1976 or so. Maybe 77 when we built our house. I can't remember if I had them before we moved or not. May have been 77 or so, but that's how long I've had these bulbs. A long time. He gave me just a few, and of course they multiply. But aren't they beautiful? Maple tree's doing good. Red bananas coming up, along with a lot of other plants in there. That bed will be totally covered. Come on, Nug. Come back this way, buddy. There's my ginger plant coming up. I'll have fresh ginger. And y'all see the buds forming? All of these grew from a cutting about this size right here. I took a piece like that, put it in the ground 2 years ago. The 2 big ones are 2 years ago, and that one and the little one on this side is 1 year. That's a Texas Star. But anyway, we were just on a little walkabout. Thought I'd give y'all a little update. Friendly's watching that bee. There's a bee. See that bee right there? I'll be glad when those purple upright elephant ears come up. It's starting to poke out. You can look down in there and you can see it starting to bud up. But anyway, this is what our plants are looking like. Thanks for going on the walkabout with us. We'll see y'all on the next adventure. Don't forget to say your prayers.